Hey, hey, hey. So I hope you guys were just with me for my Clive Davis reading. And I feel the need to re-floor to water my hands because I'm about to read Britney Spears. And I had no intention of reading Britney Spears. I was going to read Brandy because of something that came up in Clive's reading. And I'm going to read her after this. She'll be my last reading for the night. But I kept saying Britney when I was trying to say Brandy. And so I know the way spirit works. And since I was talking about Clive Davis, maybe just maybe, Britney Spears has something to say. Maybe just maybe Britney Spears has something to say. Souls come to me all the time looking for a place to vent. Hey, Britney. Let me call her up. And she says, no, I'm here. Let me call you anyways. Britney. She is a funny girl. Britney Spears. Britney Lynn. Britney Spears. Oh, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right? Y'all like that? Oh, baby. Y'all, so I actually had the Britney Spears CD when it came out. There was a song on there that I still love, From the Bottom of My Broken Heart. I used to listen. That almost had no skips on it back in the day. I remember listening to it on one of my annual trips that my grandmother and her traveling company took me on. I don't know where we were headed at this time, maybe Canada. I don't know where we were going, but we were somewhere, and I had Britney Spears on repeat. I remember listening to her as we stopped in New Orleans. That's one of my favorite places on earth. I've been there 1,000,001 times throughout my life, and the energy there is so vibrant. I have so many stories to tell about my experiences in New Orleans and being 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old in the St. Louis cemetery, leaving my petitions on Marie Laveau's grave and sneaking away while the tour group was somewhere else and putting my hand on her grave and asking her to come to me and teach me the things that she knew. Yes, child. Yeah, baby. Britney Spears is from Mississippi or Louisiana or someplace like that. So, hey, Britney, your energy is here. I like Britney's energy. People say she crazy as hell. And when I was calling her up, she was moving like a snake, dancing. But that's why I say she's silly. She's crazy as hell, but I love it. I love it. I don't know if Britney Spears misses Louisiana or Mississippi or wherever she's from, but she misses the food. I get that impression because suddenly I get the taste for boudin balls and gumbo and crawfish etouffee. And all right. Britney Spears. I was reading Clive Davis and I kept saying your name when I was trying to call Brandy. Do you have any dealings with Clive Davis that you would like to share with the collective, or do you have anything to say to my audience, period? I would love to know what sign Clive Davis is, because this is a man. I would say he's a businessman. This could have been one of her boyfriends, because this is usually my like foreign man card. But this could be Clive back in the day, even though I would still expect him to come out as a cup because he's in the music business. I'm not sure who this man is in Britney's energy right now. Now, I don't know if this is Britney's children challenging her or if this is Britney as a child, but as a child, because Britney was in the Mickey Mouse Club. Did Clive Davis have anything to do with Nickelodeon back in the day, or Britney Spears? I would like to know that. Did Clive Davis and Britney Spears do any business either early in her career or when she was still doing the Mickey Mouse TV stuff? Did Clive Davis have anything to do with Britney Spears being signed to a contract? I'm going to pause this for a second and come right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. So I didn't play around on Google long enough to find out if she'd ever been signed to him, because I didn't see anything like that off top. However, what I did see, that Britney Spears was at Clive Davis's Grammy parties the year that Whitney Houston died. Britney was there at the party that Whitney Houston was at the night she died, one of Clive Davis's party. I think Britney was there with her handler at a time, a gentleman, whomever was overseeing her, whomever she was in a relationship with at a time, possibly, or Britney was there to work. And they had Britney working behind the scenes doing things. I think she was hired that night either to perform or to work, but I did see that they took pictures together and things like that. Whether they have business dealings with each other, challenging Britney is that I think that she had dealings with Clive when she was younger, back in her younger days, when she was, I'm just going to put this out here, allegedly prostituted to him and other powerful men in the industry. Methinks that allegedly Clive was one of them. Britney's near future, I'm not sure what endeavor Britney Spears has coming up, but it will be a successful endeavor. I don't know if she's going, this doesn't give me traveling, this gives me a little bit of Britney's back. This gives me a little bit of Britney's back energy. She's been working on something that we don't know about, or we do know about. Crowning Britney, though, is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's plenty of reasons for the Wheel of Fortune in reverse to be crowning Britney. Below is the conservatorship. Methinks that there's still something going on with Britney's freedom and her finances. They're still being watched by someone. I also get the impression with the Wheel of Fortune upright in her as above position that this is, because it's a major arcana, it gives me, this is Britney's life. Britney's life since she started the industry has been the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. She's always been seen as a possession. She's always been someone else's possession. When we're born, we're our parents' possession, but very, 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 very early on in Britney Spears' life, she became other people's possession as well. And she's never not been owned by someone to this day. Doesn't matter what it looks like to us, to this day. Britney, you wrote a book, but you didn't say the things. Britney, you wrote a book, but you didn't say the things. And you ain't gonna say the things. I don't know what you got coming out. I don't know if anybody's trying to make a movie of your book, a sequel. I don't know. I don't know what Britney Spears has going on. I wasn't trying to read her. I don't know if you're planning on releasing an album. Methinks whatever Britney Spears is about to do, Britney Spears doesn't want to do it. Britney Spears does not want to be in the industry anymore unless it's on her terms. And I don't think she wants to do the industry stuff anymore. I think she just wants to live her life. Because Britney's still a caged bird. And I don't think Britney will ever say the things that she wouldn't even say in her book. Britney's relationship, I don't know if she's seeing somebody now, but she's getting ready to. There's a relationship in Britney's external energy that feels like we broke up, but we haven't broken up. the energy of the relationship is still there, because something makes me feel like the relationship is the control. The relationship is the control. Brittany left one handler, and even though her dad and the old team may not have their hands directly where we can see them, that relationship is just as bad, methinks, allegedly. Brittany's hopes and fears, she just wants peace. She doesn't want to stir up any more drama. I don't know if somebody's getting ready to bring her up in something related to her childhood, to use her against someone else for something they did, but she doesn't want it. Brittany just doesn't want it. She just doesn't want it. Final outcome, though, whatever relationship she's in that's lingering in her external energy, it looks like it will sever ties, and I think that's on Brittany's part. Brittany doesn't want to be around her family or anybody that's around her for her money. And I think that she'll get rid of this relationship because she feels like they're just here for my money. They're just another person that was sent from my estate for my money. Something like that. I'm not sure if someone is going to come out and say explosive things about Britney Spears in order for them to collect the coin, either in interviews or things like that, or it's somebody that did that in the past. Somebody that supported Britney when she was getting through her conservatorship with her father, that person that she was dating then, this is the person that I'm talking about now. He's just as much as not good for her as her father was. Methinks that he will come out, or someone that is an ex something of Britney Spears will come out and say explosive things about her, and possibly their relationship, things that she did while they were in a relationship for some kind of money. They'll get something out of it. They didn't leave because of the money they were getting. I don't know if the person was on an allowance or something. I don't know. Why is this King of Wands in Britney Spears' present position? It's like somebody is trying to force Britney to eat something or take something, and then say if you don't, or give them something and say if you don't, I'll be more than happy to send you back to the loony bin, to the mental hospital. Kind of like that clip of Kanye's ex-trainer when that audio was leaked and he was threatening to have Kanye zapped into zombie land or something like that, the trainer. But I talked about that in my Kanye video. It's like that. I don't know if this is Jamie's trainer, this King of Wands in her present position. There's some man around her that wants Britney to take something that they offer her in order to continue to keep her in a mental state. And it's like, if she doesn't take it, they put it in a drink or something. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like the way it makes her feel. She doesn't like how it makes her feel numb. Whatever they try to make her take. She doesn't like how it makes her feel like a zombie. But that's why they try to make her take it. Whoever this man is, possibly her boyfriend. What's the Six of Cups challenging her? This is her kids being taken. Now, I don't know if this is her baby's daddy. That's that King of Wands. It's almost like if you don't take your meds, I won't let you see the kids. But he's using that against her because the meds make her controllable. And that's how he gets money out. That's what it feels like. Wheel of Fortune as above. This is actually the saddest and the quickest reading I've ever done. I don't know why, Britney Spears. I don't know why you wanted me to read you, because I don't have the mental fortitude for that. Not saying that Britney Spears is crazy, because what I see is not crazy. What I see is a woman who everybody around her is a wolf. Everybody, from the rooter to the tutor, everybody, allegedly, everybody around Britney is not someone that could be around me. I'll just put it like that. The Wheel of Fortune crowning her in reverse, that's her life. That's her life. They've got Britney Spears spiritually trapped. And even Britney, even if you break up with this man, there will be another handler waiting, because the places that you go, the places that you still exist in California. You still go to the same place. California is the worst place for you, Britney. If you want to live a normal life, you can't even go back to Mississippi. Go back to Mississippi, live in the backwoods somewhere where it's only black people. And y'all deep off in the woods. So anybody come back there, they got, you know, they're going to be scared. They got to take one of them little airboats. And then they got to go past the properties of a few black people who've been on that property for generations. Family been working roots and working the hoodoo and the conjuring for generations. And none of y'all going to be coming up in here doing that stuff to that poor white girl up around here. That's what you need to do, Britney Spears, because anywhere else you go, you're trapped. But I do see Britney Spears, a relationship lingering in her energy, but eventually it will be broken. She's going to break up. Speaking of broken, though, I do see Britney Spears allegedly being trafficked out, groomed out. There are a lot of words that I want to use, but I don't know which one I can and still be in the algorithm on YouTube. That was her ever since she started doing pageants or whatever she did, talent shows, ever since she did the Mickey Mouse stuff in the industry when she was 14 or 16 with pigtails, a tied up shirt, and a schoolgirl pleated skirt, dancing seductively. Oh, baby, I shouldn't have let. Hit me, baby, one more time. Yes, yes. So this was there's really no, I don't know why Britney Spears wanted me to read her other than to say that she was there that night. I think that maybe she wanted to confirm to me that what I was saying about Whitney and that night at the party with Clive at Clive's party, and even the Grammy weekend, because that was a pre-Grammy party or a post-Grammy party, and there were events going on all weekend. I don't know if Britney Spears and Whitney Houston had encountered each other that weekend, talked to each other that weekend, took any pictures with each other that weekend. I'd love to see it, because me thinks they shared some words with each other that Britney will never tell. Maybe one day, but she hasn't told yet what Whitney Houston said to her. I think that night at Clive's pre-Grammy party, when Whitney was going around telling everyone she knows what she found out about Clive, because she found out what he was going to do to her, allegedly. I'll see you guys in my Brandy reading. Thank you, Brittany. That was weird, but what else would I expect? Thank you, Brittany.